to be in state unions?
1 minute.
The bill has passed, and the day that we had the little forum, you had mentioned it, and it wasn't something I was familiar with at that time, and I think that is good to your point, because if you're talking about being affected by a union endorsement, clearly it wasn't something that was on the top of my list, so I think it shows the impact of SEIU relative to my endorsement on me. But I think when you talk about SEIU, and at the time when you mentioned that, you were referring to them as very anti-business and all that sort of thing, and I felt it was a little disparaging, because you have to look at what is the face of SEIU, and the face of SEIU in this district is 400 employees of the Good Samaritan Medical Center who work as health care attendants, not necessarily the highest paying jobs, and personal care attendants in this area, in this district, who work caring for our most elderly and vulnerable people.
Okay. Okay. Now, Claire, you get a question, ask him a question, and it's only 1 minute because we're going to run out of time. There's not going to end up being a closing statement. Okay. Go.
This is going back to that you have stated that you are going to maintain your tax or payroll business, maintain your position on the Board of Selectmen, and be a state representative. Are you willing to cut back your pay to do that on a part-time basis and have your pay reflect the time and hours you put in?
No, what I have said is that I will opt out of the state pension plan. I'm not in this for retirement. When I get elected and when I leave, the state will have no obligation to me whatsoever. I go up there to do a job, and when I'm done, and there'll be no further obligation. So no, I think you can effectively do this job. There are many, many state reps that have tax businesses, law firms, and do them both ably, and I don't think there's a need for a pay cut on that. I will work hard and I will earn that money, but when I leave, that's it. No pension for me. The state will have no obligation. The taxpayer will have no obligation to me whatsoever, and I think that's important.
Okay, well, I basically would like to say thank you to both candidates for participating. Thank you to both panelists for helping out. And thank you to my staff and crew here at Brockton Community Access. I have a feeling we possibly could have gone a little longer had we wanted to, because it was just getting good. But it is, right now, we're at the hour mark. We're live here on Channel 12. And this forum will be replayed a number of times going into the election. There are other candidate forums that will be here on Brockton Community Access. Brockton Interfaith Community is doing a debate at the end of the month. The Easton Patch and the Easton Journal are doing a debate. We'll get that from Easton, and I believe WATD as well. So we will have all information about